Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. Let's take a look again on the gold market. So as yesterday we said that beyond the recent upside action stands not ordinary factors on the market. This is definitely some fundamental processes, fundamental events now pushing market high. So investors are running into the cash, into the money market assets, running into the safe haven assets, and which is gold, and just showing the sell-off across the board. So you can see it's dropping on the stock market as well, so closing of the positions. So investors just would like to save the capital. So as I said in today's video on euro, the return of the investments is more important right now than the return on the investments. That's why you can see the dropping of the interest rates as demand for the safe haven bonds, as the United States bonds. So now it's rising short-term bonds where at least some interest rate above the zero exist. So they are massively purchasing by the investors. So and in such circumstances, it's very difficult to apply technical tools for analysis. We should be extra careful and skeptic on the applying of them. Technical tools, and better to move with the direction of the current market. So with the impulse that we have, they're not trying to go against it. So if you see some bearish signals, well, of course you could try to take the position, but it will be better in applying more conservative approach. Is just use these signals as the reason for possible retracement, and do not go against the running train and just wait when this retracement will happen and make an attempt to go with the market. Because currently the major problem is that nobody could tell when it will finish. So Donald Trump words that market should resolve this problem successfully and they will return back on its own. Well, it has got some relief effect, but not for too long. Just with a few days, the market again turns back to the same trend. On the crude oil market, Brent crude oil, it seems that market will drop to the 43, which means that this tendency that we have right now, as on the stocks, as on the gold, probably will continue. Currently, some statistics, some technical moments just prevent gold from the immediate upward continuation, but it seems that we will see the new top very soon on the gold market. So, as we said yesterday, with this action, it's not correspond to idea of the trade setup that we have in the weekly report, because in the weekly report we had bearish engulfing, and following to this logic, market should not show this kind of action. So it's too significant and too fast retracement, if we will call it as a retracement, keeping the validity of this pattern. It means that that probably we should forget about the bearish engulfing pattern on the weekly. At least currently it's not a good idea trying to take the short position based on this pattern, because this price action corresponds to the idea of this pattern. So that actually these are the things we said yesterday as well. Currently, guys, market has achieved some intraday targets, but it seems that current stop will be temporal, and we will see further upward continuation. Particularly speaking, take a look. In fact, in the nearest term, we could use this ABCD pattern for estimation the targets, and you can see when the market hits this level, so it was the COP target 1650. So just minor retracement has happened. So yesterday, if you remember, we said maybe some deeper retracement will be, but as a result, market has shown just flat standing. It's a triangle pattern that we discussed yesterday, and just jumped up, hitting our XOP target that we have specified. And currently it stands between the two targets, OP, which is a new topic around 1705 approximately, and the COP. And currently, if we wouldn't have the overbought, I suggest that we would see the just upward continuation. Overbought and Friday just keeps market under some pressure and doesn't let gold to show immediate upward continuation. So it means that currently, well, maybe we'll get some pullback here, some minor retracement, but hardly it will be very significant. because market's already starting action to the OP. On the hourly chart, guys, what we have, that's our triangle that we discussed. XOP has been reached and overextended by the price action and exceeded. So market is coming higher. It means that we will have to estimate more higher standing target. And one of them is large ABC bottom pattern, COP, also has been hit 1680, its next target. Well, since market overbought and maybe we will get some not very significant pullback, so you can see here is minor and shortness is forming, maybe we'll get minor A, B, C, D, just a retesting of this 1660, 1650 area. Because the price action that we see with a strong impulse, very small retracements, and what is more important is the fundamental background for this action. That's not just gold driving factors, not the market driving factors, not the ordinary factors. There's big money flows across the globe, guys, between the assets. And in the current circumstances, we should not expect the normal market reaction on the tools that we inhabit to see and that we used successfully previously. This is quite different price behavior, quite different market mechanics in the market. And that in such circumstances, as I said, be extra careful for any short signals, bearish signals that you will see. In the current situation, maybe it would be better just to ignore it and use it as a sign of the common retracement, and use the retracement to come aboard with the existing trend, following just conservative approach to the trading. So that being said, maybe some minor reaction on overbought will happen, but this price action breaks the idea of the weekly pattern, and it currently it seems that chances stand more in favor of the failure of this pattern rather than the proper action based on this pattern. From that standpoint of view, we expect some, as I said, minor reaction on the overbought and then probable upward continuation to the next target that we have on the 4-hour time frame chart around OPC 1705, but this probably will happen only on the next week.